Hey YouTube, we're back. We continued playing 1914, and we played from Ottoman Empire's turn, round 2, through Russia's turn, round 4. So Germany is up next. So a lot of stuff went down. I'm gonna try and go over what they did, what everybody did, but we'll see. As you can see here, the biggest thing that happened was that the Russian Revolution just occurred. So now Russia is out of the game, and these territories marked with Russian roundels are now impassable due to the signing of the armistice. So Germany and the rest of the Central Powers cannot take control of Finland. They cannot take control of Moscow. They don't get the money from Moscow either, and they can't enter these territories. This British player, these British units must leave that territory, going either to Mesopotamia. Oh, and Mesopotamia is now British controlled as well. Almost forgot that. I'll throw a roundel on that in a second. But yeah, so they must leave. They must head to Mesopotamia or to Romania. And yeah, that's that. And since this territory here is contested, Ukraine, as long as the Central Powers have one unit in there, they can pass through there. But as soon as they vacate that territory, they cannot re-enter it. So if they wanted to get those units from Belarus and go through Ukraine to Romania, they need to have a guy in there. They need to have at least one infantry unit in there to pass through it. Anyway. So yeah, the Ottomans originally, from top of where we started playing, if I can recall, the Ottomans fortified, and they took Transjordan back. And then on the next turn, in round 3, they went down and took Egypt, which gave them a national objective. And they also further fortified Constantinople and Ankara. Quite a bit of infantry. That's a 5, 6, 7 infantry right there, plus those other 3 up there. So they got 10 infantry and an artillery in Ankara. And let's see what else. And then so they went down there. The cruiser, the Turkish Ottoman cruiser, went to 10, and then the French came in and took it out. Or sorry, 19, and then the French came in and took it out. French building up some sea units, building land units. Germany and France doing their usual Western Front combat. The fighter I had moved into Belgium by the British before. I realized that could not happen because there's not a British infantry unit there. So that fighter we brought back to London. Let's see what else. So also the canal is now Turkish controlled. So before that happened, the Brits brought the battleship from here out into 19. And this one last German that was in French equilateral Africa, that motherfucker was a stubborn son of a bitch. Took out one French infantry unit, then he took out one British infantry unit, and then the Italian infantry unit finally got him and survived. So Germany is out of Africa, but now there's this massive, semi-massive in comparison to this stuff, force of Ottomans. Let's see. Italy has 2 battleships now. They also, on one turn, they built a battleship and a fighter. There's some massive fighting going on in Trieste. Italy at one point had both Trieste and Tyrolia, which gave them a national objective, and they got stuff in Albania still. There's a 7 Austrians in Serbia right now. Trieste is contested. Vienna building up again as well. Germany building like this, building a lot of fighters. A lot of fighters right here. And let's see what else. French, buying this. The U.S. is about to enter the war. In this round, they will finally enter the war. replacing the Russians, basically. And this is what they've built up so far. Let's see what becomes of that. And Germans, with their battleship repaired, backed up to the North Sea. I know this is the North Sea, but North Sea area. Let's see. Italians defending the French transport. All French units transported out of Portugal. And that's about it. I'm running low on battery, so I think we'll call it at this point. Let's see. Yeah, and there's British units were brought down from India to Arabia as well. Yeah, that's about it. What the state of the board looks like now. So, with that in mind, I think I'll wrap it up, and we'll continue sometime tomorrow, probably, maybe the day after, but hopefully get this going again tomorrow. So we'll see what the Kaiser has in store. All right, take it easy. Till later, YouTube. Bye.